This video is brought to you by box.co.uk, Birmingham-based retailer that stocks over 50,000 products that are supplied throughout the UK. Hello everyone, this is Imran from Gaming Till Disconnected, and in this video we're going to be looking at two MSI GTX 980Ti Gaming 6G in an SLI setup. Now, if you're not already following us on Facebook, Twitter and now Instagram, you should definitely change that, as we put up teasers, behind the scenes videos and pictures before the review itself. Click on the annotations here or on the links in the description below. As usual, this is the testing setup we used for the SLI configuration. It's the same setup we used for the single card review and other GPU reviews. In this video, we're not going to be delving into the design of the cards, as we've covered that in the single card review and other videos. If you want to check out that single card review, you can do so by clicking on the annotation right now or after the video by using the link in the description box below. Now that we've got that out the way, let's get back to the 980Ti in an SLI configuration. Unlike the R9 390X CrossFire setup, you can be pretty sure that these cards will fit into the majority of motherboards, as the MSI GTX 980Ti only occupies 2 slots. Although one issue you may come across when the cards are right next to each other is the temperature, when performing intensive tasks or playing demanding games at their higher graphics settings and/or at larger resolutions. As an example, this was only an issue when playing Witcher 3 at ultra graphics setting at a 3440 by 1440 resolution, where I found one card could reach as high as 91 degrees Celsius, while the second card hovered around 60 to 66 degrees Celsius. However, when I was playing the Phantom Pain with all the settings maxed out at a 2.5K resolution, I found both cards were averaging about 61 degrees Celsius, albeit with a 60 frames per second cap. Also, if you have a motherboard that allows you to install the second card with a bit of a distance from the first, like the MSI X99A Godlike, you should find that both cards are producing more favourable temperatures. Alternatively, as I mentioned in the single card review, you can set your own fan parameters with MSI Afterburner and try to cool the cards faster. On a side note, if you'd like to get some consistency in your build, MSI sent over their SLI bridge, which lights up. In connection with the side lights on the 980Ti cards, it looks pretty cool. The model we were sent spans over 5 slots, leaving a slot in the middle blank for air. To get an idea of what you can expect in terms of performance, let's take a look at some benchmarks. For the 1920 by 1080p resolution, the MSI GTX 980Ti in SLI didn't break a sweat, but I think we were all expecting that. Even at 2.5K with our test game set to Ultra, the cards were exceptional. We're still unable to test at 4K resolution, but based on our 3440 by 1440 results, I think it's safe to assume that with older games, this SLI setup will be more than adequate. With newer, more demanding titles like Witcher 3, you may need to keep the settings to a medium to get smooth playable frame rates, but that's a stab in the dark, so don't hold me to that. Now, when it came to GTA 5, testing at a 3440 by 1440 resolution, with all the settings essentially maxed out, the internal benchmark was averaging at 44 frames per second. In-game at this setting, I found the gameplay to be smooth and without any frame drops or frame stutters for the time I was playing the game. We found at 2.5K resolution and all the settings maxed out, we were getting about 60 frames per second. But for the larger resolutions, you may have to lower the settings to what we refer to as high and medium for that 60 frames per second threshold. Don't forget, as always, more benchmarks can be found on our website, gamingtilldisconnected.com. The link can be found in the description box below. Before I move on, I just wanted to mention that we're still looking for writers on our website, so message us if you're interested. That link is also in the description. Getting two MSI GTX 980Ti is likely to set you back about £1,100, so getting these sorts of results is not going to be cheap. Although you'll need to consider if you need all that extra power. It really comes down to what sort of games you want to play, what sort of visuals you're after, and what resolutions you plan to be playing at. If you're not planning on exceeding past a 2.5K resolution, then I think a one card setup should suffice. Although for some newer titles, you may find that you won't be able to go past that high setting for that sweet 60 frames mark. If on the other hand you have a deep desire to go all out on a 4K setup for the latest games, then this could be something you're looking for. That being said, at these lower resolutions like 2.5K, your games can look super shiny with two 980Ti's. Alternatively, why not take a look at our AMD 390X CrossFire video and see what you make of that setup, or go all in and go for a 4-way SLI. Thank you for watching everyone, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please give it a like and share it. If you want to see more awesome videos from us, then click that subscribe button and be sure to change your subscription preferences to be notified when we upload a video. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and now Instagram. Thanks to box.co.uk for sponsoring this video. If you're in the UK, you should definitely check them out for all your gaming and computer needs. If you're outside the UK, then please continue supporting us by using our Amazon affiliate links, which can be found in the description below. Or if you want to just buy us a coffee, then head over to our support us page. Once again, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.